Hydrocephalus is the buildup of fluid from, I just forgot what I was saying, sorry. Okay, I want to redo that. I do that so often.
When I first found out I was pregnant with twins, I actually found out I was pregnant with triplets. And we were pregnant with triplets for the first 3 months, and then just the third just kind of stopped. It was hard to know for them even doing their ultrasounds. It was really difficult. I had ultrasounds every week, and every week something different was wrong with them because they couldn't quite tell. Like Eilish's head was kind of blocking Hanley's body. So 1 week there would be, she didn't have a liver. 1 week this or that, but they knew that Hanley had this heart problem. They knew they're gonna have to do emergency C-section. They actually knocked me out, and they just sliced me open and, from belly button down and just to grab them out, and because they knew that Hanley couldn't go through like the delivery process. About 2 weeks after birth, Eilish was actually getting ready to be discharged, and they did an ultrasound as part of their procedures and checked out her head, and that's when they noticed the extra fluid building up. Something happened. It was in the ventricle, so it blocked the cerebrospinal fluid from circulating. So her head was getting larger, and so they said they would probably have to do surgery and put a shunt in.
Just back in the 60s, people got interested in diverting the fluid from the head into another body space, and so shunts came into existence, and it has been a life-saving thing, and it's also provided a means for the brain to be able to develop more normally.
My last brain surgery was in March 2012. I was 15, and Saturday before that, the North Texas Irish Festival was going on, so we're like, oh, let's just go to get our minds off the fact that I'm gonna have to have brain surgery again, and just for something fun. But we made it kind of a tradition to keep going back, and then when we went back the next year, we kept going back to their adoption events like 2 or 3 times, and we're like, okay, we're just gonna adopt the dogs, like otherwise we're just gonna keep coming back and seeing them. So we adopted them, and Clyde got sick, so we took both of them to the vet. So he's like, well, Clyde has a heart condition, and I'm pretty sure Bonnie has hydrocephalus too, but I think you should take her to a neurologist or a neurosurgeon to get that checked out. So we did, and she had MRIs and CAT scans, and we have papers saying that she has hydrocephalus too. So here we are with 2 dogs that are exactly like my twin sister and I, which I think is really cool.
If I was to advise parents today, especially coming home with a child that's had a birth defect, right? Because you hear that word defect, but you know what? They had a birth defect, but your child's not defective, and you already know that, right? Because the one thing that I've believed, she could be whatever she wanted to be.
Even though I have hydrocephalus, I'm still a normal teenager. I still have to go to school. I still have to get my driver's license that I've been working like 2-3 years on. And I still do things that other teenagers do. I go to concerts, I hang out with friends. Yeah, and I'm not afraid to like stutter or anything because that's how I am, and I'm always quickly forgetting things. I'll just completely lose my train of thought or anything, so I'm always probably gonna be like glancing back to make sure I'm correct, but because I'm always forgetting, but I'm like, that's who I am. We've been supporting March of Dimes through March for Babies as Team Eilish in honor of Hanley for 8 years now. Having
the March of Dimes and having this type of not only research, to help bring about changes in the medical side of it, but also just the support groups, the places that you can go to while it's occurring to you, and starting them off in the best possible way, helping them overcome things that are nobody's fault. It just occurs.
I continue to support the March of Dimes because if I wasn't born premature, I wouldn't have developed hydrocephalus and need 8 surgeries, and 6 of them were brain surgeries, and all the little things that I have going on. And also for the families, like it sucks to go through losing a child, and as my mom tells me, I don't want to ever have to experience that.